We're talking about Disney cruises and not about what you can expect on your ship, not about the itineraries, but instead what you need to know and to be prepared for when you are going to check in for your Disney cruise. So stay tuned for all of the details so you can be as prepared as possible. Let's start by talking about when you can check in for your Disney cruise. Now, if you're a first-time cruiser on Disney Cruise Line, you can check in 30 days before the start of your sailing at midnight Eastern Time. If you have been on Disney cruises before and you have a Castaway member status, then you can actually check in sooner, and you'll want to look at your Disney Cruise Line app or website to double check when your check-in date applies. But no matter what day you can start checking in, it will be at midnight Eastern Time. So set your alarms or stay up late. What you're going to need to know before you check in is to have a few documents and specifics prepared so that this can make the process super smooth and you're not going to be missing any of the details. So what do you need to check in? First and foremost, you need your travel documents. It's going to be a passport. Ideally, you're going to have that with you. And if not, you're going to have a birth certificate and other forms of identification. If you are traveling with a minor, a kid in your family, a birth certificate will be enough. You will have to update information from that birth certificate, including a photo. So my best advice is first and foremost, take a photo of your passports, your birth certificates, or any documents that you are needing to use. Have those saved into a folder on your computer to make this a lot easier, and you're not kind of scrambling in the middle of the night trying to get those last minute pictures. You also can check in your entire party at one time. So if you're traveling with grandparents, if you're traveling with children, you're traveling with multiple groups, you can, if your reservations are linked, check everybody in at one time. This is a great resource and a great idea to do that when you are wanting to get the same boarding time, because remember, your check-in process is going to then deliver for you your boarding time for your cruise. And that's what everybody's really looking for, is that earlier boarding time. Okay, so you have your passports or birth certificates. You're also going to need a photo, basically a headshot, if you will, of everyone in your group. Individual photos with a clear background, so nothing with a whole bunch of stuff behind you. It should be in front of a wall or a door or something that's going to be a very clean background. And you'll want to make sure that you don't have any kind of extra things on. No ears, no headbands, no extra sunglasses, things like that. This should be a true photo. Kind of imagine it as if it is your TSA photo. You're going to take these photos and again, save them to that same folder on your computer to make uploading those photos even easier when you're going through check-in. So you've got your photos, you've got your passports. What else do you need? You're going to need a credit card. They're going to ask that you submit a credit card for any incidentals that can be charged to your cabin, your stateroom on your sailing. They will give you the option to use cash instead, where you can go to guest services and load cash to your room. But I would say having a credit card on hand is going to be the easiest and the best way to go. So make sure you have that credit card and all the details for it to be able to upload that into your check-in. You're also going to be asked to submit a ton of forms and review different documents, especially when traveling with a minor. There will be things in here that you need to know, like, are you approving this minor to be able to check themselves in and out of the kids' clubs? Are there only specific adults that are able to check them in and out of the kids' clubs? Can they leave the ship without you? These are all going to be questions that you're going to need to answer in order to sail with those under 18. You're also going to need a phone number and a name of someone who is going to be your emergency contact who is not sailing with you. So make sure you have someone ready to go to be listed as your emergency contact for your sailing, and they cannot be on the ship with you. So keep that in mind. Having all of this together prepared is going to make the process super smooth. You're going to log into your My Disney Experience cruise experience website, or you can do it on the app on your phone. I prefer the website because, again, having all of those documents that I can just upload a little bit easier. For me, it's just easier to do it on the laptop. But again, you can do it from your phone as well, and you're going to click the check-in button. That button will be available to you starting at midnight on your check-in day, and from there, it will literally walk you through the prompts of what you need to upload, what information they're asking of you. And when you go through all of those steps, it will show you that they've all been complete. And at the end, miraculously, they will share with you your boarding number. This is going to give you a time, a boarding group number, but also a time, kind of like a 15-minute window in which you should be ready to go at the port to get on your ship. If you are traveling with a lot of people and maybe you have different boarding times and you want to all travel together, maybe you're taking the same transportation together, or you're arriving by the same car or bus service, go ahead and plan to just go with those in the later arrival. They ask that you do not try to board or try to get to the port more than an hour before your boarding time. And that's just to manage the crowds. There's a lot of people who are all going through the same process at the same time. So this boarding group system is really meant to kind of ease up on some of the backlog of waiting in lines or waiting to drop off luggage. And they really want you to make sure you're going as close to that time as possible. So if you have people that are getting on a little bit later and you want to arrive together, don't all arrive at that first window. Have the whole group arrive at that last one, and you're going to have a much easier time getting through your process. You can always come to the port and go to your boarding group a little bit late, but they're not going to love that you try to go there too early. So keep that in mind when you're making your arrangements in getting to the port, parking a car, using a rideshare service, or however you're planning to travel in. Now, one thing to note is when you get there, you're going to be able to drop off your luggage, but what they will do is they will send you luggage tags in the mail before your sailing date. Usually around 30 days before your sailing date, you'll receive those in the mail, and you'll want to attach those to any of your luggage items that you have that you want delivered to your stateroom. This way, when you get to the port and you're ready to get on board, you're not having to carry all of your luggage with you. They will have a drop-off space for you to leave it. And again, those luggage tags are going to be assigned directly to your stateroom. So when your stateroom is ready for you to go and enjoy it, those bags will be delivered to your stateroom. So just keep that in mind. Those are things that are going to come in the mail. You're going to want to keep an eye out for them. If for some reason you didn't receive them or they got damaged or lost, you can absolutely pick up updated ones that they can handwrite for you at the port. So don't worry, you can still get your bags delivered. It just might take a little bit longer if you don't have those prepared luggage tags that they sent you. Also, when you've completed the check-in process, they will send you a port arrival form that you're going to want to download to your computer, and you can use that. You can save it into your Apple Wallet. It has a QR code. You can also print it out, and I highly recommend that you also keep a printed copy with you when you arrive at the port. When you get there, you will need to show them your documents and that QR code in order to board the ship. So make sure that you don't lose that. Save it a couple different places and have it ready to go when you arrive. It's going to really expedite the process for you, and it's going to be your key to getting on board and beginning the magical vacation ahead of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was a helpful resource as you prepare to embark on your Disney cruise, whether it's your first time or maybe you've been on a few before. Let me know in the comments if you have any additional questions. I'd love to answer those for you, and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more updates on all things Disney, cruising, and travel.